Hello, friends. So, if your life was a movie, who would play you as a main character? Sit with that for a minute and determine what it is about that celebrity, per se, that you want to be used as a display of you to tell your story. Is it strength, stubbornness? Is it ambition? What are the characteristics that you're looking for when you start to imagine your life story as a movie? Who would play you as the main character? Then, after that, if your life was a movie, would you watch the movie? Would it be interesting enough for you to stay tuned till the end, as it is? And going further into that, what is it that you would find interesting about your life as a movie? What is it that you would not find interesting about your life as a movie? Some of the best movies first come from work, right? The best story writers sit down and they have a strategy. They have direction. They have focus. They make choices. They determine which way the story will turn in the plot, right? They figure out what the conflict will be, what the resolution will be, what choices need to be made by that character in that story. And what's the conclusion? What's the end game of that story, that movie? The greatest movies have vision. They can spark feeling. They have a story to tell. They have spontaneity. They have strategy. They have so many different characteristics within that plot. They have so many different plans that create the best story to keep engagement and interest to then be successful in that box office. How can we not look at our life realistically as a movie still too? Don't you want to go to sleep in the end of your life and know that you have done everything possible to ensure that if your life was a movie, you would be proud of it? People are proud of you and proud of your life. They're proud of knowing who you are, being a part of your life. They're proud of what you taught them, what you showed them, how you treated them. There's a lot of different things that go into a life, a story, a movie. So, what would be, ultimately then, the legacy that you're leaving behind? What's your story? Most stories have conflict. Most stories have a dark time. Most stories have allies and villains, right? Have you ever sit down and determine who your allies really are and who your villains are? Have you determined what rewards you've already been granted? What rewards did you walk away from? How do you feel about that? What conflicts have you resolved on your own? What's the conclusion of your life if it was a movie? What's the legacy you're leaving behind? Determining every day by just going by what it is you have to do in the day, right? By determining every day based on one simple plan of an 8 to 9 or a 9 to 5 job, which again is a great career, I'm sure. But what happens after that? What happens before that? What happens on the other days? What happens inside you that's getting displayed through that 9 and 5 job? Where's the focus, the direction, the strategy, the resolution, the rewards? If these are things that you're missing out on, and you want to make sure that you do live your best life, your best legacy, your best story, I am hosting, starting next week, I will be hosting some workshops in my group that only have a limited amount of spots. And basic summary is we go through a dedicated guided meditation where we do visualizations and journaling, active journaling as well. And we allow our subconscious mind to open up and to give us the answers to these questions. Our conscious mind, as you're already watching this, maybe answering it as you go, our conscious mind can have immediate answers. Our subconscious mind can have immediate answers. The difference is the subconscious mind is that movie of your life. Your morals, your values, your beliefs, just based on trauma. And that's a trigger word for a lot of people because trauma can be as simple as you didn't get ice cream when you were 4, guys. Like, it can be that simple. It starts that young and it starts that simple on how your feelings are determined. And from your feelings, how are your belief systems and the way that you value yourself because of how you've been treated start to build the foundations of that movie in your subconscious mind that determines the behaviors and how you react or move forward or plan and strategize the whole rest of every second of your day. Our subconscious mind, our memories, live all throughout our body. It's not just in your mind. You have muscle memory, you have cell memory. There's so many different things that don't get taken into consideration when we have a trauma. When you fall on your face, literally, and you scrape a knee or a hand, that's embarrassment. So what I do is I figure out with you, I guide you through into opening up the subconscious mind and determining what are these simple things in your past that just need a little reframing that now you get to choose. You get to understand where a certain feeling started. And now, if it's something of sadness or anger, and it started so young, how has that affected every other decision or relationship you've had in your life since? If you have an automatic response of anger when you don't feel valued in work, in school, in a relationship, with yourself, if the only thing you feel is obligation and failure and sadness and anger, what does your life look like then? Is that a movie you want to watch? To be honest, I would love to watch that movie, but I also know how to get to the resolutions of those conflicts, how to bring a conclusion to those traumas. Do you? That's what I do to help my clients. If that's something you're interested in, shoot me a message if you have questions or concerns. Otherwise, I'm going to drop down in the comments the hyperlink to the group. And you can go to the group and the events will be up by the end of tomorrow. You can sign up to participate in this guided meditation. It will be an active meditation where we're going to be journaling and nothing has to be shared. And that way you can start to see what the possibilities really are when we take the time to reflect. What direction are you trying to give yourself subconsciously that you're choosing to keep suppressing? And what would happen if you started listening to yourself? Powerful stuff. I look forward to talking to all of you. Have a great rest of your day.